So 3 months, 1, 2, 3 months is the only time frame you need to completely change your financial life thanks to ebooks. In fact, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we generate over $74,000 in 3 months thanks to ebooks that you don't write. Of course, you don't show your face and you don't have to master any complex skills in order to do that. Right? And as you can see, we generated over $40,000 in net profits by systematizing the whole process. How to choose a profitable book topic. You don't have to be an expert. So I'm going to show you right now how to find very profitable book topic. Then later you delegate the book with AI or very cheaply, and then you start selling like crazy on Amazon. So again, during this video, I'm going to show you exactly, even without experience, even without being an expert at anything, how to choose a topic, how to go online and actually start making your first sales, okay? So, but let me guide you from the beginning. So as you can see, the first month, we generate over $10,000 and $3,000, and then we generated $7,000 net profits, okay? And then here, the second month, we generated something around $8,000 and we made $5,000 net profit. So of course, after the publication, the book take a little bit more time to take traction, right? Of course, 90 days, it's a perfect time frame to start seeing royalties rolling in. And then, yeah, as you can see, basically in September, we generated over $56,000 in a single month and $27,000 net royalties in a single month, okay? The cool thing is that if you go, for example, here in the country stats to see where we generated the royalties, because as you know, thanks to Amazon, we are not going to sell our books only in a specific country, but as you can see, from United Kingdom, we generated over $25,000, and then United States over $34,000, and then Canada an extra $8,000, and then as you can see over here, small sales in other countries like Australia, $3,000, Germany $1,000, Spain $400, and then Netherlands, France, Italy, yeah, Poland, and so on and so forth. So imagine publishing your book in any topic and then of course be able to make sales worldwide thanks to a simple system that I'm about to show you right now, how to cover the most important step, which is how to find a topic, okay? But let me give you an heads up, because 80%, as you can see over here, of the people fail in any online business, doesn't matter if it's with books, with YouTube channels, agencies, whatever, they fail completely. So they lose money and time because they sell the wrong product, service, offer, or in this case, topic. And I bet my life that there is a lot of people watching this video that they are not able to focus for 10-15 minutes. Guys, stop for 10-15 minutes. Don't search for another dopamine hit, but let's understand together a concept that can change everything, not just in publishing, but also in other business models, to understand how to actually find profitable stuff online. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to show you how, with our proven system, allows you to have 99% certainty that the topic is going to be profitable as a proven demand. So people actually want to buy the book, will be profitable in the short, mid, and long term. So we don't make the sales only 1 month and then pluff, but we make the sales potentially months after the publication and even years. I'm going to show you some stuff later. And the problem that we see the most is that the people do the inverse. So instead of choosing a topic first and then writing the book, first they write the book and then later they try to sell it on Amazon, but it's completely the wrong approach, because what we have to do is that we have to make sure that other people are already selling in the topic we want to publish, and then we create the book, because otherwise we are going to waste time in creating a book that nobody wants. Instead, we want to see that other people are publishing the book, are selling the books in the topic we want to publish, and then later, of course, publish the book and do a much better job compared to any other people that is selling in the same topic. So we want to steal like an artist, right, the topic idea, and then create a much, much better quality product so we can have the most amount of reviews, positive reviews from people, right? We want to make people happy. Otherwise, we're not going to make money with this business model. So keep in mind this. Now, you have literally two approach, and this is the kind of approach that I have, which is the I don't care approach. I literally don't care in which topic I'm going to publish. The only thing that I care is that it's ethical. If it's ethical, I'm going to publish there if it's profitable. And of course, I see other people that go there. Or in the other side, if you say, okay, Tommy, no, I don't want to really publish on everything that I saw that is profitable. I want instead publishing something that I'm passionate about. Then the Ikigai approach is for you. And I'm going to show you exactly how to combine both. Because I want to be clear, guys, you're not going to make money only in your passions. You have to be sure that you actually combine the I don't care approach, which is finding only profitable book topic, and combining with your own ideas. And I want to give you a practical idea. So let's say that you're passionate about dog training, right? So If dog training, you go on Amazon, you recognize that it's not profitable, then in just a second, if you're new to this, I'm going to show you exactly how to recognize if it's profitable or not. If you're passionate about dog training and it's not profitable, then you have to find other topics that are connected and related to dogs that maybe are like 100 times more profitable, right? I'm gonna show you exactly in a second how to do that. For example, in this case, you see that you combine a very profitable book topic, which is this one, right, with your passion, and you find, for example, instead of dog training, you're gonna see that there is herbal remedies for dogs. So you give literally plants to dogs or something like that. But yeah, that's exactly why Amazon is so cool. There is always, the niches are infinite. You can always find a lot of ways to monetize your passion, or at least be so near what you like that you can create money and also feed your passions, okay? And guys, just a quick reminder, if you follow me on Twitter, on X, you can find directly that I share this stuff much more before than I make a YouTube videos. So in this case, I've wrote literally about the same book, and I say this book about canine herbal remedies costs $27, is making $25,000 per year just on Amazon, and the cost for the book creation was probably less than $1,500. Returning the investment probably in less than 2 months from the publication. And yeah, 2025 is literally the best year to be alive, because that's exactly how simple can be to change everything with a simple title. But by the way, at the beginning, the best I can suggest you to go first with the I don't care approach, or in the mix. Never go completely in the passion approach, because you're not gonna make money. And then of course later, when you understand much better Amazon, you can make an empire with all the topics you want, and you're still able to sell because people already know you. Of course, not your real name, but I'm gonna show you that you can use pen names. So creative names like a YouTube channel. You don't have to name a YouTube channel exactly with your name. So now one of the most important part is to realize how much money per day and per month a book is making, right? So to understand that, there is the Amazon bestseller rank, or BSR, which basically we have to make sure first that it's an independently published book, and it's not a book like, for example, from a publishing house or from a very famous author or coach. And then we have to make sure that the BSR is lower than 100,000. So please, if right now you have any notion whatsoever about Amazon KDP or about ebooks, delete that, because probably is 99% of the chance that is incorrect. Okay, so let me show you immediately what you can do. Of course, you go on books, and then you type the keyword. In this case, let's say, just for the sake of this example, let's take the same exact keyword I show you. Remedies. Oh, sorry, forget the first name. So basically what we do is that we click on the book. We want to, of course, there is a lot of books here. We click on the book we are interested in, of course, to analyze if it's profitable or not. And then here's the Amazon page, right? When you scroll, this is the title. This is a beautiful book cover, by the way. Look how dedicated it is to the person. So as you can see, there is the herbal, there is the dog that is looking good, there is you to prepare it, everything, right? That's why it's one of the most profitable book in the category. And then you scroll down, right? And there is the bestseller rank. You take this number, you copy it, right? And then you go here and you go in Amazon sales calculator and you click this one, right? And again, you put the number here, make sure there is no comma or dots. You select book, because of course, if you go here, it's book, it's a paperback. Otherwise, you have to select ebook if it was the Kindle, right? And then we just need to calculate sales. And as you can see, it's generating 116 sales per month. Now, if we take this number and we're going to multiply it for the paperback price, right? This is the price of a single paperback. So we're gonna see that the book is generating $3,200 in gross revenue, okay? So it's making every single month $3,200. Of course, this is not completely net profits. I'm gonna show you in just a second how to calculate the net margins, but it's about 60%, okay? So the cool thing is that it's from October 2024 that is making sales. So imagine making $3,000, even $2,000, even $1,000 per month and months after the publication, just because you have a very high profitable book topic and people want to buy it. Okay. Now, of course, this is the first step on how to find profitable book topic, but now I want to go immediately on another tool that Amazon give to us, which is the Amazon bestseller list. So you just need to go on the Amazon bestseller list book, and then you see that you find bestseller books, right? And this is actually the process is exactly the same, but the cool thing is that here you have directly all the most profitable books in ranking. Look at this book about Trump is making 27K per day. Like, this is insane. Another one, 11K per day. Yeah, you can see a lot of bestsellers, of course, that you can take inspiration from, right? And the most important thing is to find the difference between a normal publisher like us or, of course, a very famous company or a publishing house, right? In this case, the first element to look, of course, is the reviews. If you find books that have 11,000 reviews or 20,000 reviews, or even thousands of reviews in general, it's a sign that it's a publishing house or a very famous author. But in the case that I have, for example, very, very low review, like for example, in this case is 17, but I'm pretty sure that is a book from Guru, probably just launched it. I want to see, yeah, exactly. They launched the book in April 1, so like a few days ago. And yeah, it's for sure a Guru, right? These are for sure very famous people. So, but of course, if you scroll, you're gonna see that there is a lot more topics that you think is even possible in any niche. As you can see here on the left, there are different type of categories, even parenting, right? Or relationships, family relationships. So you can go very, very deep to find or the topic you love the most or even the most profitable topic that you can find inspiration from. And that's one of the ways to find very high profitable book topic. So this one, it's covered. Now, another very important tool, which is free, which is super easy to use, that a lot of people don't know how to use it, is the Google Trend. So basically what Google Trend do is that allow us to gain the most attention and money flows by simply position ourselves at the right time, at the right place. For example, if you're going to make a graph over here about gardening, as you can see, the topic over here is gardening. If you're going to zoom, I'm going to show you that there is an exact moment that you have to publish your book, right? A lot of people, for example, publish a book about gardening here after the moment of peak of interest, right? And it's, again, guys, you just need to Google Trend and type any topic you want, and you're gonna see that there are peak of interest based on the years or the months or whatever, right? And a lot of people tends to publish the books here or sometimes here, right? But instead we want to publish the book right before the maximum peak of interest. So we don't want to publish here and we don't want to publish here. We want to publish here. So before May and June, which is in general the moment of maximum interest in this specific topic, right? In the gardening. So another example I can make for you is that when you want to sell a Christmas book, you want to sell it on January? Of course not. You want to sell it on October, November, exactly when people start to think about gifts or how to, of course, organize Christmas, right? So that's exactly what we want to do with Google Trends. Another very important tool is the Amazon sales data. And basically what it does is that they let us understand for how long in the past the book is selling. Because, for example, for what we did till now, with the BSR and checking how many sales per day, we are just checking how many sales is making today or how many sales it did yesterday. But we don't know how many sales was doing 1 month ago, for example. That's why the Amazon sales data come in. So if we scroll up, you're gonna see that the Amazon sales data is right below the main page of the book. I can even see 6 months from now. Look at this. So I can even predict when the maximum of interest in this specific book was, so I can plan my publication accordingly. So it's literally a miracle that, of course, you can do even for free. You just need to go, in this case, I put for you so you don't have to pay anything, the Helium 10 Chrome extension, which is free. You just need to go on, you copy this, Helium 10 Chrome extension free, and then you download directly the extension. When you add the extension to your Chrome account, will be basically just like this one. It's a little bit different, but yeah, will be right below this part, okay? So you can see and check right away. Now, if you're here, congratulations, because I'm gonna give you the best part of the video, which is giving you the same exact data that we use to be almost 100% sure that the topic is profitable. And it's very easy. Actually, you can screenshot this, which is the low competition, high demand graph. So basically what we do is that to find a profitable book topic, of course, apart from the profitability that we saw till now, we want to make sure there is also low competition and also high demand, right? And these are virtually the best terms to understand that. So the first one is the number of total books in the first page. So for example, if you go on Amazon, I'm gonna open another page so I can show you also this one. So if you go on Amazon, of course, always books, you see that there are only 54 results for this keyword. And what we told you is that you have to be sure that it's less than 3,000. So in this case, it's more than perfect. The less the results, the more chance you have to basically catch all the attention and all the interest in a specific keyword, just because a lot of people are going here and there are only 54 results in the entire world to buy a book about this topic. So of course the guy is making basically the majority of the money, right? And of course another very important thing is the understanding the high demand, which is also to see how many other profitable books there are in the same keyword. So in this case is number of profitable books. We have to make sure that there are 2 or more books in the same page, right? So same page, as you can see, the results are perfect, but how many books there are profitable? So in this case, this is one, right? And this is potentially another one. As you can see, the title is different, right? It's not exactly this one, but doesn't matter because it's in the subtitles most of the case, or it's basically the same topic but with another creative title, let's say, right? But it's basically the same topic. Another one over here, so it's literally already perfect, but another one here, herbs for pets. So there is a lot of ways to understand if it's the right idea to go in that topic. Of course, in this case, if there was only one book like that to be profitable and it's 400 reviews, then it's not the best topic. But if there are more than one topic with less than 100 reviews, then is the perfect thing, right? And that's exactly what I put here. Number of reviews for each profitable book, less than 100. If you have everything in place on this board, you basically have almost 100% certainty that everything is okay. Now, another very important metric is the net profits for each copy sold. Because a lot of people, they only care about making sales, but what is the point of making sales if the profits is only $1-2? I don't want to make $1-2 for each copy sold. I want to make sure to make $10 if it's possible for each copy sold, $15, even $20, right? Sometimes there was some cases that I did $30 for each copy sold. So, but the most important thing is we do at least $5 for each copy sold. So if you're in a keyword that the overall pricing in the first page it's very low, then it's not a great idea because we want to make sure we have a high margins, especially later to scale the business, right? So in this case, for example, it's $27, right? And we want to make sure that if it's $27, in general, Amazon take always the 60%, right? So in this case, it's perfect because this book is making $16 for each copy sold. Of course, I'm speaking about net royalties, but yeah, this is very important because we don't want to go in a keyword that there is a very small ceiling of improvement. We want to go in a keyword that potentially we can make a lot of money, net profits for each copy sold, so we can scale much faster in the future. So if right now you have already some topics in mind, or you want to start right away our guided topic selection where basically we help you in finding your own topic and start the publication as soon as possible, feel free to book the call with us below. And yeah, like I always like to say, let's make some royalties and see you soon.